There comes a quiet moment in life when you realize that holding on too tightly is only making things harder. You keep trying, keep pushing, keep thinking about how things should happen, but instead of feeling closer to your dreams, you feel tired, heavy, and stuck. And in that moment, a simple truth begins to appear. Maybe the answer is not in doing more, but in letting go. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you give up on your dreams or your desires. It simply means you release the need to control every step, every outcome, and every timeline. It means you allow life to breathe, and you allow yourself to trust that something bigger is quietly working behind the scenes. Many times, we believe that if we just try harder, things will fall into place. But the more we force, the more we create resistance. It is like trying to hold water in a tight fist. The tighter you hold, the more it slips away. But when you relax your hand, everything settles naturally. This is where miracles begin. Not when everything is perfect, but when you choose peace over pressure. When you stop chasing and start allowing. When you trust that what is meant for you will not miss you, no matter how long it takes. The universe works in ways we cannot always see or understand. Its timing is not rushed, and it is never late. It moves with purpose, aligning people, situations, and opportunities in ways that are often better than what we planned. So in this moment, take a deep breath and gently remind yourself, you do not have to control everything. You only need to trust, to allow, and to believe that something beautiful is already on its way to you. There is a reason why letting go feels so difficult. And it is not because you are weak. It is because you care deeply. You hold on because something matters to you, because you have hopes, dreams, and a vision of how life should be. And when something is important, the mind tries to protect it by controlling every detail. It tells you that if you don't hold on tightly, you might lose it. So you keep thinking, planning, and worrying, believing that this is the only way to keep things safe. Fear plays a big role in this. Fear of things not working out, fear of being disappointed, fear of losing what you love. These fears create a strong need to control the future, even though the future has not arrived yet. And without realizing it, you begin to carry this heavy weight every single day. You replay situations in your mind. You imagine different outcomes, and you try to prepare for everything that could go wrong. Sometimes this need to hold on also comes from past experiences. Maybe things did not go the way you wanted before, and now you feel like you have to be extra careful. You tell yourself that if you stay in control, you can avoid pain. But instead of protecting you, it slowly drains your energy and takes away your peace. The truth is, holding on too tightly does not give you more control. It only creates more stress inside you. It keeps your mind busy and your heart restless. And the more you try to control everything, the more life feels like a struggle instead of a natural flow. So if you feel like you have been holding on too much, understand this with kindness. You are not doing anything wrong. You are simply trying to feel safe. But there is another way, a softer way, where you can still care deeply without carrying so much pressure. There is something important to understand about control. It often feels real, but in many ways, it is an illusion. We believe that if we plan everything perfectly, think about every possible outcome, and stay alert all the time, we can shape life exactly the way we want. But life does not move in straight lines. It changes, shifts, and unfolds in ways we cannot fully predict, no matter how hard we try. When you try to control everything, you begin to carry a constant pressure inside you. You feel like you must figure everything out right now. You feel like you cannot relax until everything goes your way. But the truth is, there will always be things outside your control, other people's actions, unexpected events, and timing that do not match your expectations. The more you try to control these things, the more frustrated you feel. You may notice that even when you plan carefully, things still do not happen exactly as you imagined. This can make you feel stuck, confused, or even helpless. And slowly, instead of feeling in control, you begin to feel overwhelmed. It is like trying to control the weather. You can wish for sunshine. You can plan your day around it, but you cannot stop the rain from coming. And when the rain does come, fighting against it only makes the experience harder. But when you accept it, you begin to find peace even in the uncertainty. This is why holding on to control can block the natural flow of life. It creates resistance, and that resistance makes everything feel heavier. When you release the need to control every outcome, you create space for things to unfold in ways you may not have expected, but often needed. Letting go of control is not about losing power. It is about understanding where your true power lies, in your ability to trust, to adapt, and to remain calm even when life is not fully in your hands. Letting go is often misunderstood, and that is why it feels so uncomfortable at first. Many people think that letting go means giving up, walking away, or not caring anymore. But that is not true. Letting go is not about losing your desire or your dream. It is about releasing the pressure and the struggle that comes from trying to control everything. When you truly let go, you are not saying, "This does not matter to me." You are saying, "I trust that what is meant for me will come in the right way and at the right time." You still care, you still hope, and you still take action when needed, but you are no longer forcing things to happen in a specific way. There is a quiet strength in this kind of mindset. It allows you to stay open instead of tense. It allows you to move forward without fear controlling your every thought. Instead of holding on with stress, you begin to hold your desires with calmness and trust. Think of it like planting a seed. Once you plant it, you do not dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You water it, you give it time, and you trust the process. Letting go works the same way. You do your part, and then you allow life to do the rest. When you stop forcing, something inside you begins to relax. Your mind becomes quieter, your heart feels lighter, and you start to notice that things flow more naturally. Opportunities appear in ways you did not expect, and answers come when you are not chasing them. So letting go is not a weakness. It is not giving up. It is choosing peace over pressure. It is understanding that you can still move toward what you want, but without carrying the heavy weight of needing everything to happen your way. There is a quiet comfort in knowing that you do not have to figure everything out on your own. When you begin to trust the universe, you start to understand that there is a bigger picture, one that you may not be able to see right now. Life is always moving, always arranging things, even when it feels like nothing is happening. And sometimes, what feels like a delay is actually a form of protection or preparation. Trusting the universe means believing that things are working out for you, even when the path is unclear. It means accepting that not everything will make sense in the moment, but that clarity often comes later. When you look back, you may realize that certain things did not happen because something better was being prepared for you. This trust allows you to release the constant need to question everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this not happening yet?" you begin to gently shift your thoughts to, "Maybe this is happening at the right time." This small change creates a big difference in how you feel. It replaces frustration with patience and worry with calm. The universe often works in ways that are unexpected. It can bring people into your life at the perfect moment. Open doors you did not even know existed, and guide you toward paths you never planned. But these things happen more easily when you are open and not tightly controlling every outcome. When you trust, you allow life to flow. You stop blocking your own path with doubt and fear. You become more present, more peaceful, and more aware of the small signs that things are aligning for you. So trust does not mean you stop caring about your life. It means you believe that life is also caring about you. It means you allow yourself to relax a little, knowing that you are being guided, supported, and moved towards something that is meant for you, even if you cannot see it yet. Sometimes, the hardest part is not knowing when to let go. You may feel like you are doing everything right, but something inside you still feels heavy. This is often a sign that you are holding on too tightly without even realizing it. Your mind may be constantly busy, thinking about the same situation again and again, trying to find answers that never seem to come. One clear sign is overthinking, when your thoughts keep repeating, when you keep asking what if or why. It shows that your mind is trying to control something that cannot be controlled right now. This creates a loop that drains your energy and takes you away from the present moment. Another sign is emotional exhaustion. You may feel tired even when you have not done much physically. This kind of tiredness comes from carrying too many thoughts, too many worries, and too much pressure inside your heart. It feels like you cannot fully relax because something is always on your mind. You may also notice a strong need for things to happen in a certain way. When things do not go as planned, you feel frustrated or disappointed very quickly. This shows that your peace is connected to a specific outcome, and when that outcome is uncertain, your emotions begin to feel unstable. Feeling stuck is another common sign. No matter how much you think or plan, nothing seems to move forward. This can happen when you are holding on so tightly that you are not allowing new possibilities to enter your life. If you recognize any of these signs, do not judge yourself. This is simply your mind trying to protect you. But it is also a gentle reminder that it may be time to release some of that pressure. When you become aware of these signs, you take the first step toward letting go and creating space for something better to come into your life. Letting go may sound simple, but it is something you practice step by step. You do not have to change everything at once. You can begin in small, gentle ways that slowly bring more peace into your mind and heart. The first step is acceptance. Accept where you are right now, even if it is not where you want to be. When you stop fighting the present moment, you remove a big part of the inner struggle. Another helpful step is to bring your attention back to now. Instead of thinking too much about the future, focus on what you can do today. Take small actions that feel right without putting pressure on the outcome. This helps your mind relax because it is no longer trying to control everything at once. It is also important to release expectations. You may have a clear picture of how things should happen, but life does not always follow that exact path. When you loosen your expectations, you open yourself to new and better possibilities that you may not have imagined before. Learning to pause is another powerful way to let go. When you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and give yourself a moment of stillness. In that pause, you create space between you and your thoughts. You begin to see that not every thought needs your attention or belief. Trust yourself in this process. Remind yourself that you are doing your best, and that is enough. You do not need to have all the answers right now. Step by step, as you practice these small changes, you will notice a shift. Your mind becomes calmer, your heart feels lighter, and letting go no longer feels like something scary, but something freeing. One of the most difficult things to accept is that everything has its own timing. We often want things to happen quickly, especially when we have been waiting for a long time. But life does not move based on our urgency. It moves based on alignment, readiness, and the right conditions coming together at the right moment. There are times when you may feel like nothing is happening, like you are being delayed or left behind. But what if this pause has a purpose? What if this time is helping you grow, learn, and become ready for what you are asking for? Sometimes things are not late. They are simply being prepared in a way that will support you better when they arrive. Patience is not about waiting with frustration. It is about waiting with trust. It is about staying calm even when you cannot see the full picture yet. When you learn to be patient, you stop putting pressure on time and you start allowing life to unfold naturally. It is important to understand that delays are not always denials. Just because something has not happened yet does not mean it will never happen. Many times, what is meant for you is on its way, but it needs the right moment to enter your life. Think about moments in your past when things did not go your way at first, but later made perfect sense. Maybe something you once wanted did not happen, and later you realized it saved you from something or led you to something better. Life often reveals its reasons with time. When you trust timing, you begin to feel more at peace. You stop rushing your journey and start appreciating where you are right now. You understand that your path is unique and there is no need to compare it with anyone else. Everything is unfolding in a way that is meant for you, even if it does not feel clear at this moment. When you truly begin to let go, something inside you starts to change in a very quiet but powerful way. The constant noise in your mind begins to soften, and you no longer feel the same pressure to figure everything out all the time. There is more space within you, and in that space, you start to feel a sense of calm that was not there before. You may notice that your emotions become more stable. Things that once made you anxious or overwhelmed no longer have the same effect on you. It is not because life has suddenly become perfect, but because you are no longer resisting it in the same way. You are allowing things to be as they are, and this acceptance brings a deep sense of peace. As you let go, clarity also begins to appear. When your mind is not crowded with constant worry and control, you can see things more clearly. You begin to understand what truly matters and what you can release. Decisions become easier, and you start to trust your inner voice more. Another beautiful change is that life starts to flow more naturally. Opportunities come when you are not forcing them. Answers show up when you are not desperately searching for them. You may meet the right people, find new paths, or experience moments that feel perfectly timed. These are the small miracles that happen when you are open instead of tense. You also begin to feel lighter, as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. There is more joy in simple moments, more presence in your daily life, and more gratitude for what you already have. Instead of always chasing something in the future, you start to feel content in the now. This transformation does not happen all at once, but step by step, and as it unfolds, you realize that letting go was never about losing anything. It was about gaining peace, clarity, and a deeper connection with the flow of life. As you come to the end of this journey, gently remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be. You do not have to rush, you do not have to force, and you do not have to carry the weight of controlling everything. Life is not against you. It is quietly working with you, guiding you in ways you may not always understand right now. Letting go is not something you do once. It is something you return to again and again with patience and kindness toward yourself. Some days will feel easy, and some days may feel heavy, and that is okay. What matters is that you keep choosing peace over pressure, trust over fear, and calm over control. With time, this choice becomes natural, and you begin to feel more supported, more open, and more at ease with the flow of life. Trust that what is meant for you is already finding its way to you. Trust that the delays have a purpose, and the path you are on is leading you somewhere meaningful. Even if you cannot see it yet, things are aligning in your favor. And the more you relax into this trust, the more you allow the miracles to enter your life. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with someone who may need to hear this, and leaving a comment about what part touched you the most. And if you want to continue this journey of healing, trust, and inner peace, make sure to subscribe and be a part of this growing space where you are always welcome, just as you are.